there was one particular young lady who we connected. Like, I can tell it was ministering to her soul, y'all. So the highest moment of yesterday, and I was sharing this with my ministry leader at church today, is it is a blessing when you can see real time people's reaction and impact of your words. That's why I'm very cognizant about my words. I know some people don't see anything wrong with certain types of poetry, but I know, especially as a Christian, there's certain things I can't say, but there's certain things I can't afford not to say, if that makes sense. So there's this poem that I have called Worthy. Well, let me backtrack for a minute. So literally, being in that space, being around those women, boosted a confidence inside of me that I've never exhibited on stage. Normally I get in and I get off sometimes, depending, especially if it's a new space. But before I even got up there, it was just like interacting with the women, the customers, because people I did not know purchased my books. I was one book short of my sales goal, but I consider meeting my sales goal because I ended up selling a book Friday. One of my coworkers bought a book for me. So technically, I met my sales goal for the weekend, technically. So I go up there and I said, let me give you my social media handle. I remember to do that because I said, this stuff is going to be dope and you're going to want to tag me on it. So go ahead, get your phones out, get ready for a dope experience. So I go off, of course, with avoiding the label. And I didn't want to do avoiding the label. When I noticed the crowd, God was like, yeah, that's what you need to do. I already knew I was going to do Worthy. I already knew I was going to do Heaven's Jewel. So with every piece I perform, now normally, y'all, when I perform, and I'm not gonna say it never fails. Sometimes when I perform, I catch the eye of someone who doesn't look interested or just doesn't look interested, and it throws me off. Everyone looked intent, like, dang, she's spitting some bars here, and I was feeling it. So I immediately was like blessed by that. But what the bigger blessing of it was, is that she came to me afterwards. When she came to me, I immediately recognized her. And she was like, thank you so much for your words. And she kind of shared some things. And I was just like, but her reaction when she was talking, you know how you can tell somebody that says their body language is like, I need a hug. So I immediately, come from my table and I embrace her. And we embraced for a hot minute. And when I say moment